Hi, I'm Sandra and I'm from My Sugar Watch, and today we're going to cook a 5-bean chili. So we're going to talk about some macronutrients today, and we're going to focus more on protein and getting plant-based protein in your diet. So first of all, for prep before we start cooking, is to chop an onion. So you don't have to be specific when you're chopping an onion, just chop it however you and the family would like it. So if you like it fine, cut it fine. If you like it chunky, then obviously you can cut it quite chunky. So this is the only chopping you need to do. It's very, very simple, this recipe. And if you are a family of 4 and you're on a budget, this is really cost effective. So we're going to use rapeseed oil today, and all we're going to pop in is 4 tablespoons because this meal is for 4 people, so it's a teaspoon per person per meal, so using 2 tablespoons is the equivalent. So you're just going to pop it in. Try not to just drizzle it in and guess, because that's where it's so easy to glug it in and use too much. So once the oil has got to temperature, you can then place the onions in the pan. And you only need to cook them through for a few minutes, just until they start to go soft. If you want to add mushrooms into your recipe as well, you can chop a few mushrooms in and put them in at this stage if you need to get more vegetables in the diet. Or what is quite nice in a 5-bean chili is to add a red pepper, and that's another way to disguise vegetables to get the 5 portions of vegetables per day. So with vegetables, 5 portions per day, and a portion is 80 grams, which is 2.5 ounces. And also pulses are classed as a vegetable, and it's 3 heaped tablespoons of pulses, and that would be one of your 5 a day as well. And then as soon as that has got up to the right consistency, we can then start to add the beans. We've got 5 different beans, hence why it's called a 5-bean chili. So today I'm going to be putting in 150 grams of black-eyed peas, 150 grams of haricot beans, 150 grams of borlotti beans, 150 grams of cannelloni beans, and finally 150 grams of red kidney beans. And just stir them all in. The 5-bean chili, there's lots of fibre in the beans. In fact, the highest fibre content that we've got in here, would you believe, is the red kidney beans. Per 100 gram, it's giving you 25 grams of fibre. So we're just about coming up where it's all warmed through now. So we're going to start to add the passata. So we've got 500 grams of passata, and you just give it a bit of a stir. We can then add the tomato puree. I like a quite strong taste, so I'm going to put about half of this tomato puree in. And with this as well, 5-bean chili, it's suitable for freezing. So it's ideal if you want to batch cook as well. We're going to start to add now some spices. So today we've got ground turmeric. We're just going to put a teaspoon of turmeric in, and then we've got a teaspoon of ground cumin. And then we've also got a teaspoon of chili powder. The spices will infuse, so as you add heat to spices, it will get hotter. So I would say do a taste test halfway through. Once you've got it all stirred together, that's all the ingredients in there now, you would just simmer, place the lid on and cook for about 20 minutes. If you didn't want it to be 5-bean, or you've got some fussy eaters at home that don't want plant-based but you do, you could separate half of it now and you could add some mince in. So you could use minced beef. And with animal-based protein, particularly red meats, which we class as pork, beef and lamb, there is a restriction to no more than 500 grams a week because of the high saturated fat content. And saturated fats can cause inflammation in the body, and inflammation is connected to type 2 diabetes, because type 2 diabetes is an inflammatory condition. So it's not a problem to have red meats, but just be careful that you're having no more than 500 grams, which is approximately 2 servings per week. So we're just going to start to serve up now. So I'm just going to place there. I'm just going to get my plate. There we go. And then you can add some bulgur wheat, rice, jacket potato with that to make it more of a complete meal. So that's a 5-bean chili, really easy to make, especially if you're on a budget, and very, very tasty from prep to table within less than 20 minutes.